Hello everyone, my name is Lindsay, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create your own interpolation slider from the Master Controller toolbar. With this basketball, we'll be able to control the direction of the light and the rotation of the ball. The first thing we'll need to do is create our poses and choose which layers or groups we are going to feed to the slider wizard. Here I've made it really simple by creating two poses for a 360-degree rotation. And it might look the same, but you can see the changes here in the coordinates toolbar. If I show the in-betweens from these two poses, we're going to see exactly what we will get from our interpolation slider. And I'm going to test this now by hitting Command K or Control K on PC. If I scrub between these frames, I can see what it'll look like, but I'll undo so I can go back to having my two keyframes. And you're always going to want to have your frames back to back when you are creating your master controllers, because if you keep your frames in between within your poses, the master controllers will create that info on top of the info that's already in place. And that's going to defeat your purpose of saving the space and creating a smaller file for you, and it's just not necessary. And then from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take note of which composite bar I would like to hook my master controller up. And that is the composite that we're going to attach our master controller to at the end of the process. You could even go one step further and create a master controller specific composite bar to stay extra organized. But we won't need that in this instance, so I'll just undo. So by selecting the basketball main peg, I can then click on the interpolation slider wizard, and this is going to bring up the wizard's pop-up window. You can see that it does say frame 1, however, this will read the same frame that the timeline playhead is resting at. And now I can change my last frame to 2, because this is really simple. And we have the option of using an inverted or horizontal slider, and we can give it a name, and we'll call this spin. And when we hit create, we'll get another pop-up window asking us where to place our master controller node. Again, this is something to remember because when you're working with larger builds, this is something you're going to want to take note of, because at this stage, you won't be able to go through your network to check which composite you'd like to hook it up to. We can now save our script and manually close the window. If you accidentally attach your master controller to the wrong composite bar and you can't find it, under the master controller view, you can search by typing in this field, and you can always use this magnifying glass icon to locate your master controller node. You'll want to test your master controller just in case there are any issues that you're not happy with, or if you want to go back and make any adjustments. You can see now that if we test the slider, it's now storing all the positions in between my two key poses. And finally, if I want to change the location of my master controller, since they are created in the center of the screen, I can quickly add a peg using Command P or Control P on a PC, turn the animate button off, using the peg, move my slider off of the basketball, and then I can turn the animate button back on. That way my master controller will be set a little off to the side and it won't be interfering with any of my animations. As a finishing touch with my master controller, because I'm already anticipating how I'll be using this ball for a bounce sequence, I'm going to quickly attach it to my basketball's peg, so now when the ball moves, the controller will move with it. And that is how you create a quick interpolation slider master controller. In the following video, I'm going to show you how to create an interpolated grid controller so that we can quickly set and change the orientation or the direction of the basketball.